Hey guys, Brett here, and here's how I made 180% profit on my Bitcoin investment in the last 4 months. Now that's around 20 times better than most investment portfolios, and it's my best ever return on an individual investment. In this video, I'm going to cover 3 points. The first is to look at the app and the platform that I've actually used to make 180% profit on my Bitcoin investment in the last 4 months. The second point is to look at both of these apps because there's 2 of them. I'm going to look at the pros and the cons of each and see how they compare. And then lastly, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to make a trade, how to buy Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency on these 2 apps. I'm going to pull up my screen, I'm going to screen share my mobile phone for the first app and then my laptop for the second one because it's an online platform, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make a trade. Now, I'm not a financial professional, I'm not an investment guru, nothing like that. This is just me explaining and showing you guys what I've been up to and how I've done it. And at the end of the day, we're all responsible for our own investment decisions, so never copy what someone on the internet is doing. Okay, now this video is sponsored by Bitcoin, and for every trade that this video is not sponsored, guys, nor are any of my other videos, although a lot of videos on YouTube are sponsored and people get paid to say specific things. So for that reason, well, that's a prime example as to why you shouldn't always listen to what people say on this platform. All right, now the reason that I'm making this video right now is because Bitcoin is becoming increasingly popular again, and a lot of beginners are becoming interested and wanting to invest in Bitcoin. So in this video, I'm going to share what I've learned over the last 12 months investing in Bitcoin. All right, now before we start though, if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like. It may or may not help me grow my channel and reach a wider audience, and any support means a lot. All right, so let's jump into the first one, which is Revolut. Now, this is also the app that I use to trade US stocks, and I've mentioned in some of my other videos exactly how to do that, so go check them out. I'll put a link up here somewhere. But today we're going to be concentrating on their Bitcoin section, as well as just having a look at their dashboard so that you can be familiar with the app and with the interface. All right, so first up then, when you open the app, you're going to be greeted by their dashboard, which you can see here. Basically, this is where you've got all of your accounts, you've got your cards and everything like that. And what you want to do is just check on the currencies. If you click the down icon, the down arrow there, you see all of the currencies that you hold within your Revolut account. And this is important because whatever country you're based in, you're going to be buying Bitcoin in your local currency, I would assume. So for me, I'm going to be buying it in pounds, but for you, you might be buying it in euros or US dollars, or I don't know. So for example, if you're buying it in pounds, just make sure that you've got enough pounds in your account to make that Bitcoin purchase. And as you can see, your currency, your account balance here is going to be constantly changing because I'm asking it to show me the account balance in pounds, and I've got different currencies within here. So when the different currencies change value, my overall account balance in pounds is going to reflect that. But anyway, that's not important for this video. Next up, you want to click on the little graph down here, which takes you into the wealth section of the app. Now, this is where you're going to want to go if you haven't got an investment account set up with Revolut yet. This is where you want to click to get that account set up. But because I've already got mine set up, I just come straight through to the wealth section of the app. And first up here, you can see I've got my stocks, which is something that I've covered in other videos. So I'm not going to talk about that today. Instead, I'm going to click on crypto here and go into my crypto account. So as you can see, I'm currently holding 0.1352 blah, blah, blah Bitcoins, valued at £4,812. And what you can do is click on invest to see all of the different options of crypto. So if you click on discover all crypto, you can see all of the different crypto that they sell within the app. There's not that many within Revolut. The options are limited compared to other platforms and the one I'm going to show you later. But if we just click back out of that. Okay, so as I said, if you click on the Bitcoin section down here, that'll take me into my actual holdings. As you can see there, so you've got the current price of Bitcoin, which is 35,630, and it does fluctuate like crazy at the minute. So just bear in mind that that value is going to change quite a lot. You've got news there to look at all of the recent Bitcoin news, transactions where it will show you all of your transactions that you've been making, and recurring buys. Now, recurring buys is something you can set up. It's like a standing order or a direct debit, where if you want to invest every month or every week, but you don't want to actually go in and do it manually, you can add a recurring buy. And as long as you've got credit within your account, it will do that automatically. So as you can see there, I used to have a weekly £10 recurring buy into Bitcoin, but I stopped that when I started using another platform, which we're going to cover later. So if we go back to the overview here, just lastly, you can click on 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months and a year to see how Bitcoin has been performing over time. And all of these little plus icons are where I've been buying Bitcoin. And that is pretty much it. Up here, you can click buy and sell, which is something that we're going to cover later in the video. I'm going to show you exactly how to buy and sell within this app. So we'll save that for later. So that's pretty much it. Now let's jump into the next platform, the new platform that I'm using to invest in Bitcoin. Okay, so that's Revolut, and I'll explain later in the video why I've stopped using this app to make my crypto trades. Next up, let's pull over my laptop because I'm going to show you the other platform that I've been using, which is called Gemini. Now, this platform is a bit more complicated than Revolut, but once you've got your account set up, buying and selling Bitcoin is relatively simple. Just quickly though, before I screen share my computer, signing up to Gemini is going to be very similar to signing up to Revolut and any other brokerage out there. You'll be asked for your name, address, photo ID, phone number, things like that. And the more information that you give to these, the more you'll actually be able to invest, because some of these platforms have limits on them. Okay, now I was going to use my laptop to do this, but I'm glad that I didn't go too far because I just remembered that screen recording on this laptop doesn't work for some reason. So I'm just going to pull over my wife's older laptop here because it actually works much better on this computer. Okay, so once you've signed up for a Gemini account, you're going to want to sign in on their desktop platform here. And once you do that, this crypto notice will come up. You got to click accept on that. Every time that you log in, that will come up and you just got to accept it. So then you'll be greeted by their homepage here, which is their marketplace. And if you're new to the platform, you'll need to verify your email and your funding source. There'll be options here to do that. But because I've already done it, it's not there, but I'll show you how it works anyway. So if you go over and click on settings, now what you're going to want to do is click on funding sources. And basically what you want to do here is never choose debit card because the bank will charge you a 3.49% fee to use a debit card to fund your account. There is an advantage to it in that it's instant, but I funded my account manually. I did this, I used manual link with a bank account and it funded it within about 10 minutes. So as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty much instant anyway, and I didn't incur the 3.49% fee. Okay, now as well, Gemini is one of the leading crypto exchanges. So as you can see, if we go back to the exchange, their homepage here, there's going to be a lot more options. And as I said, this is going to come up every time, just click accept. So here is their marketplace. This is all of the options, the crypto options that you've got to buy on the platform. It's a lot more than Revolut, again, as I said. So if you scroll up to the top, then what we've got is we've got the price here. So for Bitcoin, for example, we've got the current price, the current market value. Then you've got the 24-hour change in monetary value. So it's gone down £126.34 in the last 24 hours. And then you've got that change here as a percentage as well. And then if you're after more information, you're going to want to come over here and click on view details. That'll take you through to the actual individual crypto page. So for instance, I've gone into Bitcoin here. You can choose to add it to your watch list. You can set up alerts for it, much like you can in Revolut. And if you scroll down, you've got more information here, basic information such as the market cap, the volume, which is how much of it's been traded in the last 24 hours. So as you can see, 7.9 million pounds worth has been traded in the last 24 hours. That's just on this platform, by the way. And then you've got circulating supply, all-time high there as well. But again, Bitcoin is not like a company. It's not a stock that's going to have loads of fundamental analysis that you can do. Bitcoin's just Bitcoin, and at the moment, that's all it is. Okay, now you've also got make a trade over here, but that's something I'm going to cover later in this video in part 3. So I'm going to leave that just for now. But what you can also do is click on your portfolio. And if you click on your portfolio, it's going to take you to this page. So yeah, here you've got your completed transactions, your pending orders, recurring buys if you've got any set up, and your price alerts. It's pretty simple, pretty basic information here. You can see your portfolio over time, 1 week, 1 year. Okay, so that covers the interface of the app and the platform that I've been using to invest. Now let's talk about the pros and the cons of each of these platforms, compare them a little bit, and talk about why I'm not using Revolut anymore. Okay, so the reason I set up an account with Revolut in the first place is neither for trading Bitcoin nor for trading US stocks, but because they offer zero commission on currency exchanges. And at the time I was traveling a lot. So if you're someone who's traveling a lot and uses different currencies, I'd still say that Revolut is a great app, just not for trading Bitcoin. And the reason for that is because Revolut has a serious disadvantage when buying Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency, because what you're actually doing is buying into the price of it, not actually buying the cryptocurrency or the coin itself. And what that means is that you're not able to transfer your Bitcoin or your Bitcoin investment into another crypto wallet. And this is a serious consideration because if anything were to happen to Revolut, or even if you just wanted to move your crypto from one account to another, you can't. You would have to sell your current position within the app, sell it, get the cash, take it elsewhere, and then buy it again. And this sucks for tax reasons, and it's just a pain in the arse. Having said that though, what Revolut does have going for it is that they have pretty decent crypto fees. That is if you have their metal tier account, and their metal tier account offers a 1.5% fee on any transaction made. Now, that's actually a lot better than a lot of crypto brokerages. Their metal account does cost $12.99 a month. However, the difference in fees can easily make up for that. And there are loads of other benefits as well, especially if you want to trade US stocks. Other things that I like about Revolut, and even though I'm saying that I'm not going to be using them anymore to trade in crypto, there are other things that I like about them. And one of the main ones is that they've always been really reliable. I've used Revolut for 5 years, and I get a lot of comments on my other videos saying how people have had their accounts closed, they've lost their money and things like that. But I've been using an account with these guys for quite a long time. And for me anyway, they've always been pretty reliable. Okay, and then moving on to the pros and cons of Gemini. Gemini is a good option for any beginner who wants to sort of expose themselves to the crypto market, but isn't too familiar with it. It's a simple app or a simple desktop platform that you can use to get into it and get to know your way around. They do have a mobile app as well, but I've been using the desktop version just because it offers a bit more flexibility in terms of depositing funds into your account. Other things that I like about Gemini is that if you want them to be anyway, they can be a one-stop shop. And what I mean by that is you can buy, you can sell, and you can also store your crypto with them. They have hot and cold wallets, which we'll talk about in a minute. And basically, if you don't want the hassle of transferring your money elsewhere, you can just hold it with them in one place. And that's not something that I'm going to be doing. And the reason that I'm going to be transferring my money out of Gemini is because there are other platforms out there that offer great interest rates for your Bitcoin if you hold it with them. However, if you don't want to move your coins around and you just want to keep them in one place, then Gemini is a decent option. And that's because they claim to be, anyway, the safest exchange. They have the most insured hot wallet available, which is backed up by underwriters. And that's actually pretty impressive and comforting to know because a lot of these crypto exchanges are not backed by underwriters. And I mentioned that they have an insured hot wallet, and basically what that means, or a wallet is obviously where you store your crypto, and a hot wallet is an online place to store that crypto. Now they do also offer something called cold storage as well, which isn't a refrigerator in the back room somewhere where they keep your crypto. Basically, cold storage is an offline storage. So where hot storage is online, cold storage is offline, and cold storage is always going to be safer. And neither of them are anything that you can associate with Revolut, because as I said, with Revolut, you're just buying into the price. You're not actually buying the physical product or the product itself. It's not a physical product, but you're not actually buying the cryptocurrency itself. So you can't put it into a hot or cold storage or move it around. Now, to be completely honest, cold storage is the best bet if all you want to do is store your crypto safely. But if you want to expose your crypto to being able to earn interest, you're not going to be able to do that with cold storage. So it's basically a toss-up between securing it as safely as you can and having it a little bit more exposed, but being able to earn interest on that. Now, like all exchanges, Gemini do charge a commission when you make a trade. But on top of that, Gemini also charges something that they call a convenience fee, which is 0.5%. So that's a fee that they're going to charge you as a percentage of the trade that you make, just for their convenience, basically. And on top of that, their commission is actually tiered. So depending on how much you're investing, is going to depend on the percentage of commission that you're going to have to pay. And I'll put a link down in the description to a page where you can check out all of their tiers and all of their fees. Now, to be honest, one issue that I have had with Gemini is that when I first set up my account, I really struggled to actually fund my account. I first, as I mentioned earlier, started using Revolut. Well, I tried to use Revolut to fund my account. I tried to do a bank transfer with them. It got blocked. I tried to pay with my Revolut debit card and it got blocked. Then I tried with another bank account, same thing. Bank transfer blocked and paying with a debit card blocked again. This got me a little bit nervous, but then I tried my third bank account, which is a Lloyds bank account from the UK, and it just went through absolutely fine. So I'm not sure why Revolut and my other bank are blocking them, but if you're in the UK and you want to fund your Gemini account, you've got a Lloyds bank account, that's the one to use. And actually, I suspect that Revolut are blocking it because of the competition that Gemini poses to Revolut. Obviously, I'm making this video about which one's best and comparing them. So as you can see, they are in direct competition. But I actually messaged Revolut and I asked them why my transfer had been blocked. And basically, I'll pull up a transcript that I have with them here. And as you can see, all they said was, we cannot provide specific information about it since this is internal information. And whilst the English isn't the best there, you can absolutely understand that it's something that they don't want us to know. And I would imagine that it's because Gemini are a direct competitor. So just to summarize then, the comparison between the two and the reason why I've stopped using Revolut is because on Revolut, you're not actually buying Bitcoin, whereas on Gemini, you are buying Bitcoin. And with that Bitcoin that you buy on Gemini, you can choose to do whatever you want with it. You can transfer it out of Gemini and keep it anywhere. You can keep it within them. They've got decent storages. And Revolut don't have any of those options. That's why I'm moving to Gemini, sorry. Both do incur fees. Revolut, if you've got a metal account, is a 1.5% fee. Gemini, it's going to depend on how much you're investing, but they do both charge fees, and that's something that you're not going to be able to get away from. So it's just something you're going to have to accept. The reason I'm going with Gemini though is because I'm actually buying Bitcoin with Gemini. Okay, so now let's look into how to actually make a trade. And I'm going to show you guys on both Revolut and Gemini how to do it. Although I'm not going to be buying it myself on Revolut anymore, I appreciate that some people may want to, just for the convenience, maybe if you've already got a Revolut account. But I'm also going to show you on Gemini because that's where I believe is the best place to make these purchases in the future. And you may have friends, you may have people talking about Bitcoin investments. Maybe they're already investing in Bitcoin and you sort of feel like you're missing out because you don't know how to do it. So I hope that this video helps, and this next stage of the video explains clearly how you can actually go ahead and make a trade. Okay, so first up then, I'm going to jump back into Revolut here and I'm going to show you how to buy Bitcoin on Revolut. So what you want to do is open the app, you'll be greeted by the dashboard, click on your wealth section of the app down there, then click on crypto. And then once you're in here, you'll click on invest. And this is where you've got your options. You can choose what cryptocurrency you want to invest in. For me, I'm just going to choose Bitcoin. And as I said, I'm not using this app to invest anymore. The only reason I'm actually doing this right now is to show you guys how it works. So you can see on the graph the price of Bitcoin. And yesterday it actually went down around 15 to 20%. So now's not a bad time to buy actually. And what you want to do is click on buy here, click on market order. And then there you go. This is your buy options here. So you can choose to invest an amount of your own currency, which is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to invest £100. But say, for example, I wanted to buy one whole Bitcoin. I could just type in one Bitcoin down below and it would tell me the amount in pounds I need to buy that Bitcoin, which is going to be £35,000 if I wanted to do it now. So not something I'm going to be able to do for this video. But yeah, let's invest £100. There you go. Click on buy now. And then you just bought £100. There you go. It's pretty much that simple, guys. If I go back now into my stocks, crypto, and if I click on my Bitcoin there, as you can see under transactions, there you go. Today at 2:51, I bought £100 worth of Bitcoin, and my portfolio of Bitcoin is now worth 4,862. And the price of Bitcoin is fluctuating so much these days, guys. Just yesterday, my portfolio was worth $5.5 grand, and today it's worth 4,800, even though I just invested another £100. So yeah, just be careful when you're investing. That's how you can go and invest on Revolut, and I hope that was helpful. Now let's look at Gemini. Okay, so now I'm back in my Gemini account on my desktop here, and let's go ahead and make a trade. So what I want to buy again is Bitcoin. So I want to go ahead and click view details. And then this is the page that came up earlier, and we're going to go over here to make a trade. So basically we want to buy, we don't want to sell, we want to buy. How often? I want to buy as a one-off for this time. I don't want to set up a recurring buy or anything just yet. And how much? For the purpose of this video, let's buy £200 worth. And then what you want to do is click on review order. It's pretty simple, but you've got two different options, which I'll show you now. So what you can choose to do is choose to pay with your balance. And if I do that, as you can see here, I'm spending £200 and I'm getting £197.75 worth of Bitcoin. The transaction fee is £2.25. That transaction fee is Gemini's fee, but let me just show you, for example, if I was to pay with my debit card, click on debit card, there you can see that I'm still spending £200 worth, but I'm only getting £190 worth of Bitcoin. And that's because I still got my £2.25 transaction fee for Gemini, but the card processing fee there is almost £7. That's ridiculously high. That's 3.5% transaction fee, which your bank is going to be charging you. Not worth it, which is why I mentioned earlier in the video, you want to make a bank transfer when funding your account. Never pay with a debit card. So let's go back to using our balance there, £200 with a transaction fee of £2.25. Click on confirm and your order has been placed. There you go, just like Revolut. It's pretty fast, it's almost instant. Let's click on got it and then go to our portfolio. And then as you'll see, my current portfolio there, £197. That's because of the transaction fee that came out of it, so it's gone down slightly. But now I'm actually holding Bitcoin, as you can see down here. So I've got assets of Bitcoin and I've got a little bit of cash left. So there you go, guys. That's your portfolio. That's a purchase made on Gemini. Pretty simple. As I said, a great app for beginners, as is Revolut, but this one's just got more options in terms of moving your cash around, moving your investment around after. Now, if you want me to make another video showing you guys all of the different storage options and how to move your crypto from the exchange into those storages, as well as how to move it into an account that actually pays you interest, then let me know down in the comments. All right, guys, so I hope that this video has been clear and easy to follow. I remember back when I didn't understand what Bitcoin or crypto was, and I never thought I would. I never thought that I wanted to, but I think that the benefit that it could bring to our world is clear for all to see now. And I actually think that more and more people are going to favor a financial system which doesn't rely on centralized banks, and that's what Bitcoin's got to offer. So I'm a big believer in Bitcoin, and I'm stoked to see where it's going to take us. Just to summarize quickly then, we've looked at the app and the platform that I used to make 180% profit on my Bitcoin in the last 4 months. We've also looked at the pros and cons of each of them, and we've compared them a little bit, and then we've looked at how to actually make a trade on both of those apps. And please, guys, give the channel a subscribe, hit like on this video, all of that good stuff, and I'll see you next week.